everybody, this is Andrew from T is for Tech, and in today's video I'm going to be taking a look at this smartwatch from a company called LOKMAT or LOKMAT, LOKMAT, and this is for their Sky GT smartwatch. So smartwatch, fitness watch, similar to all the other things out there, the Android watches, the Gear watches, Apple watches, etc. And I'm going to be doing an unboxing, take a look at this watch, and then on the second half of the video, kind of show you what the app looks like after I've worn this for a few days, kind of show you some of the data that it collects and all of that. So I'll go ahead and open this up so you can take a look and see what it looks like. Now, as you can see, this is a round smartwatch, right? So kind of a standard watch looking look and feel. You do get a magnetic charge cable, so this is a standard USB on one end and then like a little magnetic cable with a few prongs on it for charging, and a user manual. So this does come in a few different colors. There's like kind of a red band with a black dial, kind of like a silvery white dial with a white band, and then all black. And the all black one is the one that I got. And, you know, this basically goes through some of the different features. How do you download the app for it? It uses something called the Go Fit app, which is available in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. And I'll just pull this out. You do have a fully round display there. Rubber silicone type band. Couple buttons on the side, kind of like a dial button, and then there's actually a SIM tray here. So this does, you can put a SIM card in here and get cell service on the device. There's a speaker on that side. So you can see on the back, there's the sensors for various things, as well as the charging area, charging port. They say that this is made out of a polycarbonate, I guess, polycarbonate case with some sort of not an alloy, but some sort of material it's pretty lightweight. So it's not metal on the case, but the button is metal. I think this button might be metal. So a couple metal buttons. The case is polycarbonate. They have on the front what they call their Panda Glass bezel. So I would assume something like Gorilla Glass type of thing. They're calling it Panda Glass. And then you can go through the setup here. So English, the Go Fit app. I'll go ahead and install this. But before I'll do that, I'll just kind of read off some of the specs here. This has a 1.43-inch AMOLED LCD. The resolution is 466 by 466. 4 gigabytes of storage, and this supports GSM bands on the SIM card, GSM and LTE. I'll also kind of put that in the description so you can see all the different LTE and GSM bands it supports. Has a gravity sensor, heart rate sensor, a position sensor, a GPS with low noise amplifier, supports Beidou, GPS and GLONASS from a satellite perspective. Has a 400 milliamp hour high capacity battery, magnetic charging, charge time about 1.5 hours, Bluetooth low energy 5, IP67 waterproof level, and it also has a battery life of supposedly 9 days. So I will go ahead and pair this with the app. So I do need to pair this with the app. It says pairing. And then it shows up, the LOKMAT Sky GT, 74%, and it's paired. And then this is what the app looks like. So I'll go over the app in a separate part of this, but as you can see, you know, it has a bunch of stuff, right? So kind of standard, all the settings for your watch and whatnot show up here. All the sports stuff and all of that show up as part of, you know, what you can set up in the app. So putting that aside, just take a quick look at this device. Now, the first thing I noticed is it's pretty responsive, just from a swiping perspective, right? So like all these apps kind of like spin across it pretty quickly. And what you have in here, obviously you have call records, you have a dial pad. So you can use this to make calls when it's connected to your phone. I'm assuming you can do the same just with the device if it's connected with a SIM card. But messages, settings, your heart rate, sport, sleep, exercise, your exercise records, calendar, music player, stopwatch, calculator, alarms, timers, flashlight, kind of like a breath thing. So like take deep breaths, relax, weather, sedentary reminder, voice recorder, remote shutter. So if you want to trigger your camera, you can play music. There's a calculator built in. And then a water clock, and a shooting game. I'll have to see what that is, what kind of game that is. So similar to other things, you can swipe up for notifications, you can swipe down for menu, you can change the brightness, you can look at some stuff here. Go to your settings, change a bunch of settings with regards to the system. You can update it, you can shut it down. Change the gesture for bringing it up and lighting up the screen. Change the dial. The default dial kind of looks like a transformer-like thing, but then there's some other ones here, and I believe you can also load new watch faces within the app itself, so you can load new dials. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so pretty cool. And the screen looks really nice. I hope you can see on here. It has an AMOLED display. So it is pretty bright. So it looks really nice. Now this does have a dial too, so you can turn the dial to change settings just by turning it. So you can switch through like the dials here using that. When you go to this screen, it kind of looks like an Apple screen for picking your apps, right? So you can kind of get into that. Or just kind of swipe through. You can look at all the different screens and stuff like that. So looks to be pretty cool from an overall perspective from the watch itself. So what I'm going to go ahead and do then is wear this for a few days, kind of, have it set up with the app, check out how it's working, battery life, and all of that. And then I will come on to the second half of this video and go over the app. So I'll do some screen recording of the app, show you some of the data that it tracks and all of that, and kind of discuss maybe, how accurate is it? Does it compare to what I see on my Apple Watch? Those sorts of things. So that's it for this part of the unboxing. So we'll jump over to the computer and take a look at the app.
So I did use this thing for a couple days, and this is the data that it collected, and I just want to show a little bit of the app here, as you can see. And this is the heart rate data, so it does, typical things that you would expect, average heart rate over time. You can view it in a graph format up there at the top. You can start monitoring it real time if you'd like to as well in the app. Now, the heart rate setting is not constant all the time. You can set a, like the time that you want the sampling done. So I think I had like half an hour. So like every half an hour it would take the heart rate. I'm assuming some of that will influence the battery life. So you can see here, you can scrub through the data, see what was collected for the day. You can switch days, view, week, month, year, those sorts of things as you'd expect with most applications that have fitness data in them. Same goes with steps. You can look at the steps over time, what it recorded. I didn't really do too much. I didn't exercise a ton. This was just wearing around the house, during the day while I was working. Shows the total distance. Now, one thing I did notice, and I think this is a current issue with this version of the software, is it only does metric, right? So it does kilometers, it does kilograms, it does all of that. You cannot change it to imperial. So that's kind of a bummer for me because I don't like looking at things in metric because I don't use metric, right? And we're in the United States. We're typically on the imperial system. So hopefully that is something that will be fixed in the future, future firmware update or future software update so that you can actually change those out. But as I said, you can look at the steps and the distance that you traveled, based on the steps and its estimates of that, etc. And there's also a way to track your weight over time by logging it into the application as well. So standard kind of feature there. The sleep seemed to work all right as well. So it did show, different light sleep, deep sleep, those sorts of things. Now, one thing I noticed, you see there at the bottom, it says "week up." I did notice a few of those sorts of things too, like the English translations of things in the app were a little bit off in some cases, and even like capitalization of them and all of that, and space between ratio and the actual ratio percentage. See, like deep sleep ratio 22%. There's no space there, so there is some fit and finish details on the app that need to be kind of resolved, which obviously I think they will be resolved at some point. Just an update to the app and the data that's within the app, the translations and that sort of thing. So nothing too worrisome, but just kind of like a thing that would bug me. It does bug me actually, right? Like it's like. But anyways, there's the sports tracking as well. And then here's where you can do the dials, right? So you can see some popular ones, recommended ones, new ones, and then you can load those onto the watch and use those dials. So there's quite a few different ones, which is actually kind of a neat feature, right? You do have a variety of dials and things like that you can load, which is pretty cool. And then there is a help section that kind of talks through how do you connect your phone to the device and those sorts of things, and reset settings, etc. So simple one-page help, and then there's a little button that you can submit feedback or something like that. And then there's some other settings, basic settings, like setting your goals, step goals, the monitoring frequency for the heart rate, like I said, syncing your contacts from your phone to the device, what version is the app, but super basic from a actual settings perspective here. Like there's no settings for imperial or metric and those sorts of things. I would imagine in the future that would be expanded within the settings part of that. So overall, I think this is a pretty nice watch, right? A nice fitness device, nice smartwatch if you're looking for something that has quite a bit of features and functionality, and also has that SIM card built in. If you want to, put in a SIM card and have remote connectivity and all of that. Like I wasn't able to test that part of this watch with during my review time here because I didn't have an extra SIM card that would work with the watch. But overall, this is 2 thumbs up from me. If you have any questions, go ahead and post those below. I will link to this in the description of the video. This is Andrew from TS for Tech. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.